dash of Dave, he brings the cheer. Crafty wonders year to year. Scissors, glue, and ribbons dear. Handmade holidays appear. Old time charm with my...
Hi everyone, it's Dasher Dave here and I'm back for another crafty video. So today we're going to do another Finish It Friday. So remember when we made this little folio? This was my prototype, I believe, and then this is the one we made, or it might have been the other way around, I can't remember. Oh no, this was my prototype and this is the one we made. So it's got these flip up pockets here. We've got a pocket here, we've got a pocket on the outside, and then it magnetic closures together. So let's make some things to go in here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make a tag that goes on it. Well, it's stuck because it's got a magnet in there. Going to make a tag that fits in there, but what we want it to do is not interfere with the magnet. So I will make it so that it's 3 by, let's make this one 3 by 6. So I'm going to use some file folder. Right, I seriously hope I'm not coming back down with something because I've started coughing and sneezing again, and the goo that is emerging from me is the same amount that emerged from me before. So yes, I'm hoping that I'm not going to be... It is going back round at work, so I'm hoping that I've developed an immunity to it and not going to be coming down with it again, because I shall not be happy. I've had it once. I don't want it to be the gift that keeps on giving. And I've only recently got my voice back, so not having it again would be lovely, because I got to the point where I'd forgotten what I sound like. Although that might have been a blessing, who knows. So first of all, let's make this, what did we say? We were going to go for 6 by 3, didn't we? Yeah. Let's go 6 by 3. And all I'm using this for is just for some card. I'm not actually using it as a file folder. We will go 6 by 3. Oh no, Dave. What are you doing? What are you doing, Dave? I don't know. What are you doing? Let's take that. I don't think it makes any difference if you do it that way, Dave. No, it's still not making any difference. What do we want? What do you want? We want... Oh, it's this edge I need to work on, that's fine. My brain is not working. Still. I am so sorry for coughing still. All the time. It is... And also for having that kind of brain fog where I can't remember what I'm supposed to be doing. I really just couldn't work out what I was supposed to be doing. It's not like it's the first time I've ever done craft. But, you know, such as it is. I might have made that look really difficult. Probably did. So that's going to go in there. We're going to have that as one of our pockets. Let's just make sure it fits. So it's going to go in there. One of our, cards to go in the pocket. Yeah, that fits in there nicely. So that's going to go in there. Then we want something to go in here, so I guess...
If you like the makes and crafty cheer, click subscribe, it's alright here. Helps my channel, helps me grow. More ideas in every show. No big fuss, it's just one click. Support is easy, no crazy trick. So join the fun.
In there. Right, okay, let's do some decorating then. Okay, so let's get this one decorated, definitely. So I'd like to keep some of this crystal foil. Might get rid of the relics imagery off it. But I do have a bit of book page around here. I've definitely got a bit of book page. Always got a bit of book page, Dave. Got some book page somewhere. Anyway. Oh, we've got a bit of map page. Let's use a bit of map then. We'll use a bit of map and we'll tear it from about there. It's travel themed, so we can kind of go with the kind of, and we'll put that on there, and that way then that will cover up that brand name, but we'll leave the crystal file. We might put a person, one of the hoi polloi on there. Actually, I'm going to overhang that and then trim that off and get a nice squarer edge. I will ink this edge though. So this is just me using this one that I used last time, which is roasted chestnut on a roasted chestnut. Now, chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Yes, roasted chestnut is by Artistry Ink, because I know that when I did it last time, I think I used it on my collaboration video. And thank you to everybody that subscribed as a result of that. You definitely pushed me closer to the 3,000 mark subscribers. Certainly when I'm filming this, I'm not quite there yet, but I might have reached that point by now. Who knows? I can't see forward in time, so I know it's surprising. You know, you'd have thought how wonderful I am. I would have been able to see forward in time, but I can't. So I think I might use a hoi polloi on here. Let's have a look, or one of the kindred ones. I've mixed them up, and I can't tell you which one comes from which kit. So I think you'll either have to buy them all, or buy none, or have a look and see. So I could use him. He's quite flamboyant. He will cover some of the crystal file up though. Let's see if we've got somebody who is facing that way. We've got her. Oh, I like her. She would look good, wouldn't she? So I think maybe we'll put something floral in the background for her though. You know, it's a Finish It Friday. It's anything I've got to hand when I'm doing a Finish It Friday. So what have we got here? We could do a bit of this, tear a bit of that out, couldn't we? It's the wrong way round, but we could put it that way. Although then everything's the wrong way round that way. This is a bit of vellum. Vellum? A vellum? It's some vellum. Which way up does that go? That way. Let's see. Now, you know, with a Finish It Friday, it's about don't fuss too much, just do it. I could always lay that over the top of her. Let's tear this bit out, this flower out. So I want to have a little bit of the foliage at the top, but I don't want the white flower there. Let's just tear it. I like fussy tearing, you know this. I'm not a fan of fussy cutting. I don't have the patience for fussy cutting. I don't have the concentration span for fussy cutting, to be fair. But I do like a bit of fussy tearing. I mean, like you do, obviously you have to concentrate, but I find it much quicker. I'm quicker at fussy tearing than I am at fussy cutting. I'm just going to tear that bit off, tear that down. Okay, so if I was to put her on there and put that on there, that would be quite good, wouldn't it? We'll still have the crystal file showing, and we might put a word on there. I'm going to have a drink and a coffee. I think that's what we're going to do. Yeah, so I'm going to ink the edge of here, just so it doesn't stand out as being quite so white. And anything over the edge that hangs off, I'll just trim off with my blade from the back. I might just go over this just to take the whiteness out of it. Or just rip it up, one of the two. Move you out of the way, I don't want to get covered in ink, love. Okay, so we're going to pop you on there. Yep. We'll ink her as well, just around the edge, just to hide that, you know, the white edge that you get from using copier paper, or anything with a white core really. Oh, core, blimey, that. Pop that on there. Still see the crystal file, that's good. I mean, get her all glued up. She's clued up and glued up. There we go. Pop that on there. Oh, we want to lift her head a little bit, don't we? Because we want the rest of this to go behind her. I know she looks like she's being attacked by that flower, but she is. So, so it's a good job, really, isn't it? So, yeah. So I think let's just make sure that's attached there. Just going to lift the top half of her up. Maybe shouldn't have stuck her down, to be fair. Let's take her off the page, if I can. Yeah. Shouldn't have stuck her down, Dave. That's the answer. So what you want to do is you want to cover this all in glue, because rather than have it, you'll see it if it's all like squiggly like this. What I want to do is I just want to kind of paste it down a bit, so spread it out with a bit of a spreader. Use a bit of card like that. Just spread it out so that it's not as obvious where the glue is when we stick it down. There we go. And if we just spread that out with a card, then that should stay flat. And also make it transparent so you can see behind. And then we'll stick that down as a single entity that way. And put glue on the back of her again. Over the back, but also on the back of the vellum as well, so and the bit that kind of sticks out. Can't remember how far up the page it goes. Over the page, I mean, it goes. I'll just do that. Pop that on there. Try and get her down before she starts getting a bit wrinkly. Not her, but you know, the paper. Like she's been in the bath too long. And then we will trim that out. Now I appreciate that you can't really tell what that is sticking over the top of it, but I just like the aesthetic. I mean, like, I think you can. I can, but I don't know whether. I think when the glue's dried, you might be able to see it better. But I like the look of that. We will put a word on there. Let's get a word. Quote chips. Let's see. What have we got? Oh, those are the Tim Holtz ones. Let's get one of my own. Maybe condemned. Is she? I don't know. Schmooze. Is she schmoozing? Bafflegab. Is she Bafflegab? An octopus? Is she an octopus? I love an octopus. Lollygag. Oh, let's do lollygag. Okay, so we're going to ink round it so that you don't see the grey borders much. So these are, the black ones are Lexicon, and the white ones, the cream coloured ones are Dashisms, and they're available on my Ko-fi along with these images. These photographic images are all from either what did I say they were? They are Kindred and Hoi Polloi. They're the two kits. Like I say, mine are all mixed together. And yeah, you'll be able to find them on my Ko-fi. I think I might just round the corner a little bit. Will that go in there to round the corner? If it doesn't, we'll just round it manually. I mean by hand. Maybe not the best rounded corner in the world, but there you go. I'll clip those because they're easy to do. There we go, nice one. Now that's the whole point of Finish It Friday, is don't overthink it, just make something, get it done, because that's the problem in the first place. You didn't make it in the first place because you overthought it. So I'm going to pop that in there, and she's going to be in there. So that's that one. for the front. Let's open it up. What else have we got? So we've got this big card in here. Okay, so I will round the corners on this again, but I will wait until I see what I'm going to put on it. I think I might stick a whole one of these, a whole one, a handbag, a handbag. Might put a whole one of them on there and completely paste it down. Does that mean then I have to deploy the Xyron? Yes. Yes, Tamara, just for you, I'm going to deploy the Xyron. Get ready to sing, deploy the Xyron.
Deploy the Xyron. Super sticky is what we need. Deploy the Xyron. Our creativity free. Deploy the Xyron. Super sticky is what we need.
Because this is a rescue piece of, this was from my salvage, the salvage place, this Xyron cartridge, because nobody knew what it was. It's not perfectly straight, so that's the reason why we've got a bit of a wrinkle in this, but it will do the job just fine. I'm not quibbling about it, because getting hold of Xyron cartridges are like hen's teeth. In fact, actually, I've seen more hen's teeth and unicorn poo than I have Xyron cartridges in the UK. So I am not complaining at all. So I decided that these guys are going to go on it because I needed something else just to fill up so I'm not wasting Xyron cartridges. I thought I would just put these guys on it, or at least they can be glued up ready, glued up and not glued up, to go on should I decide to use them. Again, these are more images from the 2 paper doll kits that I've got out on my Ko-fi. Peel that off. Oh, except for I've let it get stuck to my desk. That's not a good thing. Oh no, there you go. Not too bad. Saved it. So, let's take this. This is the image that I originally wanted. So, peeling the back off, because then that means the project stays flat. And we'll pop that on there. I mean, it's not perfectly central, but there we go. It's fine. Oh, is it that? It's that way up, Dave. Helps if you know which way up it is. I think we might put some book page on here as well. Got a bit of book page. I did say that before, didn't I? And then couldn't find it. Oh no, here we go. An iceberg, an octopus. Oh, that's a polar bear, not an octopus. Use a bit of that because that's got no pictures on. This is from an old Reader's Digest. I think it's from the 60s. I think what we'll do is we'll just have a bit torn off at the bottom. We'll tear that bit out. Tear it like that. We will stick that across there somewhere, like maybe there. Those guys are going to go on there. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. Okay, so I might just round that off because it's a little bit sharp on that corner. I'll ink that. Ink it all the way around. I might just put a few dabs of colour on there as well. I will glue it all on the back. So the beauty of using the Xyron is it doesn't make the vellum wrinkly. So pop that on there. Just flatten that down. Cut that excess off. We will then get you guys. We'll put you on. guess I should have inked your edges before I started, but before I stuck you on the page, but never mind. I'm sure we can cope this time without, and we will put you on there. I like them. An octopus. No, it's not. Still not an octopus. Cattywampus. Are they a little bit cattywampus? Are they wonky? Condemned? Have they been condemned? Are they mellifluous? I can't say that word, so I won't pick it up. I like the word, but I can't. Ambiguous. I think they're ambiguous. Or do we want to? Are they bafflegab? Bafflegab is just like, I think it's mindless chitter chatter. I think that's, we're going to use bafflegab because I picked it up and for some reason I went with it. So we're doing it. So we'll put that on there. Just glue it all over the back. These are ones that I just stuck to some grey board. Just to give it a bit of a dimension. Let's get rid of them. That bit thing. We will pop, and that's one of the other cards. Let's do that rounded corner again this time. Round all my corners. I was going to do something Christmassy today, but I didn't for some reason. I think I've gone with, oh, I like that because you can see them sticking out of there. Okay, so what we're going to have on these, so I think these are going to be less about people because otherwise they'd have to be lying down. Let's get that out of there. We will have, yeah, because otherwise they're going to be lying down unless you just have the heads of people on there. So these are groupings. So there's a mixture in the kit of groups and individuals, and there's a lot of diversity in there, and we like a bit of diversity, you know me, I like a bit of diversity. That's a family, if ever you saw one. They've got their father's ears, so we could have, I guess we could have like that. I think we could have that. Well, we might have that as the middle card, but I can always swap them around. So I can put that on. Let's round the corners now first, actually, because if I'm going to stick words on here, that's going to prevent me doing that. I will put, I don't know, should we have maybe something in the corner? No, we don't want, I know, it's too much. Too much. An iceberg. No, an octopus. If I could find a picture of an octopus, I'd put that on, but I don't think there's a picture of an octopus in here, so we're going to be octopus free. I've got a piece of book page anyway somewhere, haven't I? There we go. We could have maybe that at the top. Yeah, I'm just going to ink that edge there. In fact, I'm going to get some more ink out of this. So remember, this is the whole point of this is to do it without thinking too much about it. So we're going to do that, stick that over there. So not worrying about, you know, does it look right? Sometimes the best pieces of art that you will ever do are the ones where you've just let your mind go, let it go blank, and let it just do its thing, and allow it to take shape in front of you. Otherwise, you can plan it so much that you end up like getting worried, and you end up, oh, I don't have that, and you overthink it, and you end up buying something else that you probably didn't need. I've done it, I know. When I'm planning videos, sometimes I'll be, oh no, I can't make that because I don't have any of that. And then at the end of the day, I think, do you know what? I don't have it. If I don't have it, I don't have it. Shall we have a a stamp of some kind of, you know. Let's have a preliminary. Instead of a word, we'll use a preliminary. Well, I might stamp it on a bit of book page then. A bit of map page instead. Right, let's get a bit of preliminary and put that on there. Have it on. There we go. Preliminary. Oh dear, I've managed to lock it for some reason. Oh, what? Oh dear, there we go. Preliminary. It could do with a bit of a. It's very inky. And we will tear that out. Try not to touch it a lot at the minute because it's very inky, very wet. I mean, so tearing up from it so that I get a nice white edge. Ink that edge. Oh, there you go. Smudged it. Knew I would. Oh well. There you go. That all adds to our art. Don't overthink it. Just do it, Dave. Just get rid of that brightness of the colour. I think I might chop that off. That bit there. Yeah, I will. We will have them on there with preliminary. Yep, we'll get rid of that and cut that in a straight line. Stick them on. Let's get a bit of a line going, edge going on there. I'm only gluing the top half, so not wasting any glue that way. Oh, no. Did I not want to play? Did I not? Did it or not? No, it didn't. And then all the way up to the edge because I'm keeping all of it. Oh. Pokemon Go's pinging me for some reason. Oh, I'm sorry, lovely. Oh dear, don't want to chop your face off. Chop your face off. There we go. Put that like that, and then we don't lose any of them. We might just snip that bit of extra off there. Chop that bit off there. Cool. There we go. That's nice. We'll put that in the middle. I did say we were going to probably put that one in the middle, so we will. So we will. Put them in there. I think we'll just have no people on this one, and we will have some. Might keep classic because that's, I like that. You know, I like those kind of things. We might go with. Could tear that so that we can see the classic still, couldn't we? And then how much more? Yeah, that. So there. Tear that bit. Stick that in that corner. Yeah, we could do that. Let's just ink that. Splodge ink it as well. So. La 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 la. I think I'll round the corner of it, which I know will cut that nice corner off, but you know. I am what I am, it is what it is, and it doesn't need any excuses. I deal my own deck and I peel my own tomatoes. I don't know the words. No, I do know the words, but I'm just choosing not to sing them. All I want for Christmas is for COVID to go away. There we go, that's fine. That's actually alright, really. We will have Australia. Should we have Australia? Let's put Australia. Sorry, I'm really sorry. If you live in Australia or you're from Australia, I apologise. I didn't mean to murder your accent. I'm although you're probably going, well, I'm not offended because that was not Australian, and you're probably very right. So we could do cattywampus and put it at a cattywampus angle. We could have Australia. Australia is classic Australia is cattywampus. No, that's not right. Unique. Classic Australia is unique. Yeah, that's all right. Or Australia. Yippee! I just want to stick that on because, you know, at the end, it moved, and I quite like the way it moved. Classic Australia. So Australia. Don't know why I'm saying it like that. Australia. I've never said it like that before. I say never, never. No, well, I say never, but not never, because I don't know. I'm not always present in my own life, so I can't remember whether I have said that before or not. What have we got? Hangs to the wedding. Smash the windows. What? No. Sorry, these are just song titles. Morning Star. I don't know how you say that. Over the hills. Over the hills, maybe. The Tuppenny Bit. The Maid on the Green. Oh no, Dave. Like you don't want to put loads of words on it. You get very confusing. You just stick words to the bloody thing. No, we don't want more of that. I'm sure we've got more book page somewhere. Or maybe not. Oh, it's over here. That's why. We could just tear a little bit out, have that underneath the unique, I think. Oh no. Have that under unique. Yep, let's do that. And we could, I could stick a flower on the background, couldn't I? That'd be like gilding the lily, because, you know, never been accused of that. Ha ha ha, he says. Hoping you'll never challenge me on it. Yeah, we'll pop that on there. We'll put that on there. We'll do unique, probably like that. We'll put Australia. We will ink you down as well, Australia, because otherwise you look too new. Yeah, we'll do that. Australia. And we could have a flower. Right, okay. Let's have a flower then. So we could use one of the... Oh, where have I put them? I did put them somewhere, didn't I? I've got them somewhere. I've got some flowers that are on washi paper stuff. I don't know where, oh, I think they're in there. Are they in here? I think they're in here. They are. So we could go with... Yeah, let's do that. Right, okay, stick this all down. So that's going to stick to there. So I'm just going to glue that at that top edge. Glue that to there. So that then that doesn't all move around again. Take that off. Oh, I should have inked that. Just bend it back while I ink it. I'll stick that on there. Yep, let's stick that all down now. Up to that edge, all the way down to there. Stick that on there. We'll stuck it down. Oh, that stuck it, hasn't it? And then just a bit of ink. Oh no, Dave, don't throw it away. On there, and then peel this off if you can. Your challenge, should you choose to. Oh no, it worked. And we will stick that on there. It looks kind of Australian, that blank. I mean, I don't know what that means. Please don't ask me how can you tell it looks Australian? I don't know. Just saying. I'm just making words up. No, making things up. Do Australia. There we go. And then anything overhangs, we'll just snip it off. Do it from the back. You can see better. Like that. Like that. Cool. And that's another one. We can put that in there. Okay, so I think what we will do is we will do this last one, and then we will come back to the rest of them on another Finish It Friday. So we will do something with this, and we will let's go ambiguous. We will put, oh no, we didn't want to use a person, did we, this time? Maybe use up some of the things I've got. If I do it that way, let's tear this edge off and tear it with a wonk. Just tearing round these things. I'm not going to put this through the deploy the siren. Super sticky is what we need. Yeah, so all of these songs, if you're new here, are things that I have kind of created. I've written the lyrics for and then created them for my channel, because that way then they are mine. I don't get a copyright strike for them. And, you know, it adds a bit of, well, I say fun, but, you know, the jury's out. You decide. Is it fun or is it not fun? I think it's fun. I think, what? Oh, should I use a bit of a tape runner? Oh, well, I would if I knew where they were. Where are my tape runners? I don't know where they are. No, that's, I've just gone, oh, there it is, and it's not. It's a correction mouse. Correction, it's a mouse. No, I can't use that because I don't know where they are. So let's just use some of this. Some stick glue. And hopefully it won't get too wet and too wrinkly too quickly. Too wet, too winkly. Too too winkly quickly. Okay, chop that off at the corner, at the edge. Chop it off at the bottom. I'm hoping that Vic has arrived, because it's like 7 PM and I am hungry, and he is doing food, so hopefully he's brought food with him, because there's not a lot here. He's looking to make something out of stuff in my fridge. We're having moisture off the back of the fridge and stale air, probably. I can't recommend it, to be fair. Maybe put a little bit of this on. Let's use a bit of this fabric tape. We could put a bit of that across that edge. Yeah, let's do that. Why? Because I said. That's why. Should we do it there or should we do it up there? Let's do it up there. And just fold that over and then just round that corner off. Manual like. Like that. I'll just ink that so that you can't see it as much. There we go. And then we will have ambiguous, and we could have a, let's have a flower, another flower. Where's my tin gone? So we will have a something. I don't know what we're going to have, but we're going to have a something. It's a something is what we're having. No, definitely not. No, not for today. Not today. Thank you. Yeah, let's use that. Remember, we're doing the whole don't overthink it thing. Peel that off if I can. There we go. Do that there. Oh, it could have been a bit more inked. There you go. It is now. Chop that bit off at the bottom. Pop that over there. That's not where it lives, by the way. I'll just point out. Yeah, I'll pop that on here. And then glue on the back. Stick that down. Crystal file, ambiguous. I think I've rubbed some of that off. There we go. There we go. Cool. Another little journal card that can go in there. Oh, I like that. Yeah, I'm liking the way this is looking. I feel like I could just finish these though, couldn't I? I could just finish them, couldn't I? you're going to hang around a little bit longer, aren't you? Should we have an iceberg on it? Iceberg! I'll never let go. That's iceberg on Titanic, and she says, "I'll never let go," and then immediately lets go. I mean, like, come on, kind of pushing the definition of never. Oh no, you see, Dave, you just have to go and rip it. That's torn it, isn't it? Oh well, it's all part of the beauty of it. We could have iceberg, yeah, like that, actually. Just going to have that on there. And I don't think we're going to have much else, actually. We might have, I don't have any pictures of icebergs. So, well, I guess in here somewhere there would be a picture of an iceberg. I mean, there, maybe. Could have a polar bear. A polar bear in the background, or some... Thing is it just gonna be meh. We could, no, don't put a polar bear on it. We like it to be a little bit. Oh look, I've got a random leg there. We like it to be a little bit weird, and if you make it literal, it's no longer weird. We like the weird. Embrace your inner weird, and if it's outer weird, even better. Embrace your outer weird. The best people I know are weird. I know that's weird to say. Weird to say. Yeah, let's put that on there. Just trying to use up bits that I've got on my desk. Why not? Why ever not? Pop that on there. So pop that on there. I could. Oh, it would have been great if I could put a lettuce on there. Because iceberg lettuce. I'm just going to put that up there, I think. And I might put, I don't know, put some people's heads maybe sticking out. Sticking up from the bottom. Iceberg. I just had to use iceberg because I saw it, and why ever not is what I say. And I have to find somebody that's prepared to lose their heads. I'm so sorry to all of these people who I'm just going to chop their heads off. Iceberg. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm just going to do that because that's a bit of fun. We don't want it to be all samey, do we? We're going to glue that to about there. I have a feeling that Vic is probably already here, but he hasn't disturbed me because he knows I'm filming. So I will go downstairs and go, "Oh, you're here. I didn't know." Now, what do I do with some headless bodies? That's the thing. So, iceberg, we'll do a rounded corner. They are the iceberg family. They can go in there. Look at her. Sorry for coughing. I probably will forgot to edit that one out because I didn't put an edit card in. We will just tear some of this text out. In fact, I don't. Yeah, let's tear some text out. So we'll do this, and we're utilising all of this text and stuff. Just randomly inking it all the way around. Bit of smooshing over the surface. Bit of gluing. My nose is running again. Too much information, I know, but I like to share. Sharing is caring. If you want COVID, it's absolutely sharing is caring. We can have. Well, we've got that. We don't want iceberg again, do we? We can put. How? No. We can put oomph. oomph and maybe a flower. Remember, we're not trying to make it make sense, we're just doing. Could have a bit of that on there, couldn't we? Yeah, we'll have a bit of that, and we'll have a... I don't think olives are the thing. There's some weird things in here. Weird stuff that I've ordered. We'll use that. So we'll have that over there, yeah. Peel the back, oh no, peel the front off. It's a bit easier to peel the front off the back than the back off the front, and don't ask me why, it just is. Put that on there. I'm going to ink around this. I don't know whether this is, I think this might be sticky, but I don't know. I'll just dab it a bit as well. Is it sticky? It is sticky. Wow. And we'll pop that like that. We'll put oomph on there. Stick that on there, and then we'll cut all the excess off. Oomph. And like I say, just cut the excess off. My scissors are getting all glued up and manky, but and of course it does cause problems then because it sticks to everything else. Young hearts run free, don't ever become a problem like my man and me. My man and me. Me. That sounded more like mana. Do 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 do. I'm sorry if that's stuck in your head. No, mana. Do 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 do. Mana. Do 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 do. Mana. Sorry. I'm not sorry, really. You're probably all going, you will be sorry, Dave. You're probably right. I'm going to finish this because it's a Finish It Friday, and let's make it sweet as. Right, let's put that on there. Yeah, let's do that. There's nothing exciting going on there, so we'll do that. Let's ink that edge though. Might as well utilise all of these pieces. You know, we're not that way. Then we are less wasteful. Although, you know, to be fair, us junk journalers are the least wasteful, like people I know. That's why we hoard so much stuff, and we take other people's junk and we turn it into fabulous things, and that is the beauty of what we do. So we're like, in the UK there's a thing called the Womble. There used to be a TV program called the Wombles, and they were kind of bear-like things that lived in the parks, that made use of all of the things that humans threw away, making good use of the things that we find, things that the everyday folks leave behind. So yes, so that's basically what we are, isn't it? Basically what us folk are. Oh no, I don't want that. There's no room for that. There's mushroom, not mush. Oh, shut up, Dave. What is that? What is that, and why is it in there? No idea. What is that, and why is it in there? We could have. Let's put that in the middle. Let's do that. See, look, I'm not even vetting these now. I'm just going with it. Oh, hello. I cannot believe it is a Sunday again. We're back to work tomorrow, Dave. Cut that bit off there. We can have, what should we have on here? I'd like to have some more faces sticking up, or we could have her. No, not her. I could have done with printing some of these a little bit smaller. I mean, I do have some small ones, but she's a bit small, and I've got a leg there. That's not going to help. So maybe let's have a look and see whether Tim can provide us with something that is more the size that I want. Oh, except for he's ruined that. I'd like them to be like poking up. You know something? I think I'm going to use them. I'm not being. The problem is the only thing I didn't like about the Tim ones these days is they never used to be. Try again. Never used to be this shiny, but they've become quite shiny now, and I'm not big on the shiny. You know what I'm like with. I don't like shiny. I like matte things. That's why I don't like using those plastic stickers because they're so shiny. There we go. Just chop her elbow off. Oh, you know, like you whack your funny bone. That's going to hurt, isn't it? Me chopping her elbow off. And we could have. What have we got? What else have we got? I could do with cutting some more out, I think. Calamity. Let's go cut with Calamity. One of them's called Jane that way then. Calamity Jane. Do you know who Calamity Jane is? Whip crack away, whip crack away, whip crack away. Oh, the Deadwood stage is coming on all the way. Is that from Calamity Jane? I don't know. I can't remember. They all bleed into one because my dad used to love musicals. Well, he used to perform. He used to be an actor, an octopus. No, an actor, not an octopus. An octopus. What do you call a performing octopus? It's an octopus. Shut up, Dave. You think you're funny, but you're not. Yeah, he used to be an actor stroke amateur operatic society, so singing a lot. There we go. Pop them in there. Hopefully you can be able to see them. Go in there. You see them over the top. Yes, you can. Look, they're appearing over the top. You see that adds just adds interaction that way. And then all we're going to need is just one more piece. And I think what we'll do is we'll use. I think he needs to have. Yes, he does need to be somewhere. And then I also saw that in here I already had some pre-glued pages. These. So we might use one of these this time. I'm going to ink this down. Let's get rid of that for a minute. Put that back over there for now. I'm going to ink this down a bit so it's a little bit less white. Well, it's not white, it's kind of cream anyway, but might make it more cream coloured. And also a bit discoloured I want it to look. That's it, discoloured that's the colour I'm going for. It's the discoloured, you know, that kind of really old papery look. So we'll do that. This is, peel it off here. Is this all one piece? It is. Oh, this has been on here for a long time, so this might not just peel off. Let's just see if it does. I'll have to tear it. That didn't help me get the corner, did it? Oh yeah, there we go. Hang on, please. Come on. We're going to behave today, are we? No, we're not. We're not going to behave. Oh no, we might behave. So there we go. Peel that all off. I'm actually going to put this onto there rather than to the way around. There we go. And then I will cut the excess off with a blade. Like that. And there. Oh, so it makes a change to not do any Edith Holden. I know what I said I was going to do some Christmas, but I never got around, never did it. That's because I haven't got anything that needs finishing in a Christmassy vein at the moment. Call him Mr. Radar, call him Mr. Wrong, call him insane. Sorry. I know what I want and I want it now. That's because it's Mr. Vane, I think that song's called, and that's that sort of vein. And, oh, there you go. I was thinking, where is it? Where's he gone? Oh yes, he looks like he's discovered those, doesn't he? British wildflowers or British livid flowers. An octopus? No, I can't put an octopus on there. I can't put cattywampus on there. Cacophony. A cacophony of things. Although I could have a load of people and that would be a cacophony, wouldn't it? Although no, that's just covering everybody up. That's just covering everything up, Dave. Now we want to have him on there. We will have... I could have done with... I really need to cut some more out. That's my problem. That, the word, by the way, just means that nice smell of rain. That you know, when like the first rain and you get that lovely kind of almost ozone-y sort of smell. That's what that means. Do you know something? I might just colour that a little. I will use... I don't know. Let's use some... Do you want green? Yeah, let's go with this green. So I've got this. That's another one of those artistry ink ones. This is called avocado. Have a banana. No, avocado. Don't have a banana. Umpteen. There we go. Oh no, then it's not green. Oh no, we could make the background green. So the yeah. Let's go umpteen because there's umpteen flowers on there, and it kind of fits better. And we won't go with green then, we'll go with something that will stand out better from the green. We'll go with not chestnuts, rusty. No, we'll go with, let's go with that. Let's go rusty hinge. We're going to just colour the whole thing and make it orange. We can make it kind of mottly orange. Doesn't have to be completely even, which is not. I'll put umpteen on there. We'll put that on there. We might put a little bit of book page on it. Put that maybe just into there. Do you want that there actually, or? No, we do. We definitely want it that side because if we put him there, then put that there. Yeah, let's do that. We'll ink that edge. I still haven't got round to blowing my nose yet, but I'm just living with it at the moment. Put that on there. We're going to just mottle that a little bit. We'll ink, no, we'll glue that. Stick that on there. Pop him on, let's get him inked as well. Get rid of that edge. I love him because he is he's wearing a fabulous outfit. Yeah, I love that. That looks great. You know, if I was a eccentric Victorian gentleman, although to be fair, if I was eccentric, as in eccentric isn't mad. Eccentric is somebody who's got money and doesn't care. If I was eccentric, as in I had money and I didn't care, I'd wear whatever I liked. But you know, sometimes you just have to fit in, don't you? So, and that's what I'm doing, trying to fit in, doing not a sterling job of it, but doing a job of it. Oh, sorry, I meant to ink those edges, which I didn't do first. Let's try that again. Put a bit more glue on because I've taken some of it off with my fingers. We'll do umpteen up there. We'll cut the rest of that off, and I might have a big flower up this text, which just hanging off the side, I think. some one of the bigger flowers. Not that one. Maybe that. Oh, that could be good, couldn't it? Oh yeah, that's perfect. So we'll ink this as well, so that it fades into the background a bit better. Blends in a bit. Peel that off. Peel it off. Stick it down. Make it flat as we can. Like that. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm going to cut that all off there. Get rid of that bit. Or get rid. I'm going to lose those legs. I'm not going to do anything with them. Put that in there. Round the corners, which you always say you're going to round the corners and then think, oh, should have done that first. But no, that's fine. It fits in. There we go. And so he should fit in there. Hopefully he will go in there. Oh, don't peel up his tails. All right, he's definitely going to have a bit of candle wax on him, because otherwise he's not going to slide in there, because it's a little bit new, a little bit bulging. Just helps with helping it all glide in there. It also makes it smell nice. I could do with some Christmassy ones, but there you go, much better. Glides in there much better now. There we go. And that's that. Fantastic. We have finished it. Properly finished it. Not part 2 or here comes some more. We have done a proper Finish It Friday. I'm going to have to cut some more of my words out, because there are a good ample amount of like interesting words on my kits. And I will... I'll sort them. They need to have their own place. I need to make a box for them to go in, don't I? Like I've made a box for all of my words and things. So we could do the box, maybe in a different colour. Maybe make it out of a green file folder this time. Keep some of that file folder. Don't want to keep it all. I'm just going to have a tidy up. Okay, so there we go. We have finished it. So we've got this tag on the inside. On the inside, the sun still shines. We've got this one here, okay, Baffle Gab. Then we've got this one, so unique Australia, don't say it like that, Dave. We've got Iceberg in here, Iceberg. I'll never let go. That door, by the way, was big enough for both of them. Sorry, if you've never watched Titanic, you won't know what I'm talking about. And I worked with somebody once who said, "Oh, I wish the ending was different." I was like, "You do know it's a true story, don't you?" Anyway, this one, preliminary. That goes in there. We've got another one in here. We've got oomph, which goes nicely in there. Or oomph. It's got a bit of oomph to it. I've got this one here, which is ambiguous. We've got this one here, which is calamity. And they all flip back and then close it up, and then on the back we've got umpteen. Umpteen just means an uncountable number, really. You know, there's umpteen things it can do, lots of different things it can do, basically. And there you go, that's it. So they all finished that nicely. So that's another Finish It Friday that I am really pleased with. I hope you are too. I hope you've enjoyed spending some time with me. Still not feeling great, but you know, we're on the mend anyway. And anyway, I will see you in another upcoming video very soon. So take care. My name is Dash of Dave. Don't forget, I love you all without exception until you give me a reason not to. So don't give me a reason not to, and I'll see you in another video very soon. Take care. Lots of love. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Lots of hugs. And I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye. Bye.